Hello everyone, I'm back with another journal. This time it's one of my Small Thoughts collection. And if I were going to name this, I would probably call it A Walk Through the Garden. And it has lots of flowers and lots of greens and blues in it. This is spoken for. I have used several kits in this, and I will list them all down below, but I'll tell you what they are now. Leanna Scrap, Country at Heart, Ephemera's Garden, Calico Collage, and G. Kerr. Those are a lot of the images that I've used from those people's kits, and as I said, I'll link it below so you can go to find some of them if you would like to use them yourself. This journal is 4.5 by 6 inches. It has a 1 3/4 inch spine. And the back I have used paper from one of the kits, and it will coordinate with the front and the inside. I have used an image here, and then I've stickled around that image and put lace all the way around to frame it, and also done stickles around the edges here, as you can see. And we will open up, and I've put a tag because this is going to a lady named Carol, not me, but I put a C in. This is G. Kerr's alphabet kit, and it's wonderful. She has like 2 different sizes, and I've used the larger size, and I just cut up a whole bunch of those and have been using them in my journals for people who have personalized journals. And it just makes it a little more personal to them too. And as always, I line the back of my cards and distress around the edges. Flat back gems with a Martha Stewart punch here. This is paper from one of the kits that I've used. These are the butterflies, and these butterflies, there's 3 layers here of different, the top layer is vellum. I've been asked to do a tutorial or a little how I do it video, so I will do that when I have time. I am just so busy right now with journals that I have to get done, but I will eventually do that. And these are from G. Kerr. She has a whole kit of butterflies, and I may have some in here from Artie Mays, I'm not sure, because she also has a sheet of butterflies that you can use. Here is a park bench with a bird on the bench. I have used stickles. I've made this, as I always do, a pocket. And there are 2 signatures to this kit, or to this journal, and there are 80 pages in the journal. Lots of tags and journal cards. And there, I've cut that little bench. Here's another one of those butterflies that I make. And then I've used this image and cut the bench so that it fits in as a pocket. And I backed it with I believe those are the Country at Heart back pages for backing. And here is a little ticket with a little girl on it. And this one, I missed one, Chapter 1 Designs. These gals have just really, really pretty little kits, and I love the images because they're smaller, and you can get them to fit into this size journal so well. And so I've really enjoyed using their kits, and I have several cut out ready to go, and I've used them. Here's another little pocket, and there I've again used the back 2 pages and made this one a pocket. I've added flat back gems to the flowers. There's Chapter 1, one of their tags, and this I believe might be Calico Collage. Here's another one of the chapter 1 tags that fits so well in this journal. So, and she wanted it done in blues and greens, so I tried to get as much of that in as I could, as well as florals. And there's the Martha Stewart punch and the gems. Here I've made an envelope, and she can store things in that envelope. I will probably put something in there before I send it in, but that is one. And I will also, I need to put a little lace closure there. And here is another ticket with a fairy on it. Here's another one. And those might be to Sami Rose. And here is Ephemera's Garden, one of her pages. I've sized most of these down and to fit in this journal, and they fit perfect on a half sheet of 8.5 by 11 paper when I print it out. Here is that pocket, and then here's another pocket that I've made from one of the pages. There's another little chapter 1 designs. I believe that's from her embroidery kit. Embroidered Flowers is what it's called, I believe. And there's another one from chapter 1. So I need to list that down below too, because I didn't do that. Here is a vellum that I have printed. Here's another pocket. And I've inked this up. There's lots of writing space in this little journal. Even though it's a smaller size, it has lots of space to write. And there I've torn the corner of a page and put the journal or the pocket on there. That's coffee dyed paper that I've used my little polka dot pan. And here is another chapter 1 pocket. And there is a tag. And here is another tag, and that is a calico collage that I have sized down and made into a journaling card. Here's a little bit of lace that was gifted to me. I believe that's silk. It's vintage lace, and it's so pretty, and I thought it went so well in here. Of course, a doily that's been coffee dyed. This is paper from one of the kits that is lined. I've sized it down for this book. This is Ephemera's Garden. I made a pocket there. All kind of storage. I do not put everything, lots of things in these pockets, because I save that for whoever gets it. And if I would put something in every pocket, it would be too bulky. It's already pretty thick. So this is the middle of the first journal, or the first signature. Here's more of that little silk trim. And I've inked it up in the greens and blues, the other side of the lined paper and the doily. Here I have stamped and embossed a flower. And I've done the same thing here, only it's a bird stamp. And here is another pocket. And here I've added trim to this pocket. And here is a page that I've added stickles and just kind of brought out the picture a little bit more, that the image on the page. And you could write on this too. It's pale enough that you could do some writing on it. There's more writing space the other side of the vellum that it's been printed on. And here's another pocket. Here is a vellum pocket that I had a little piece of that left, so I just made a little pocket, added some lace. Here is a downsized library card and another one of the canning jars. Here's a peacock image that is from one of the pages of the kits, and I've printed it twice, made a hidden pocket, put the peacock, cut just that part out and made the pocket there. There's one of the chapter 1 tags, as is this. And there is more trim that was gifted to me. And there's writing space. Here is a bird from Calico Collage, and it looks like I need to put something on the back of that. Here is another canning jar with a butterfly and bird in it. Another little tag or pocket. Here is, this was a tag, and I believe this is Leanna Scrap. And inside is, well, yes, a little tiny tag that goes into the pocket. There's Lily of the Valleys, and a little kitten is sitting among the lilies there. Here's another pocket that I have cut, and here's the, this one is Country at Heart, I believe, the paper, backing paper. There is another one of Chapter 1's little tags, and there is a tag, and here's one. And then that's the end of the first signature. And there again is a pocket. Here is a pocket. And then I had a little tiny scrap here. And it was so pretty, I didn't want to let it go to waste. So I made a little pocket there and made this little tiny tag. I have a die that I do those with. And then here's one of the Chapter 1 pockets, and I have a little tag that goes with that. Inside, added a little ribbon to it. And here's another, I've added stickles to these also. Another pocket. Here's a pocket, and there's a little teacup with flowers. That is a journaling card. Here's a little tag and another tag. Then there's lace trim. This is Dollar Tree lace here. Another page to write on. Here's another pocket, place to keep things. And here's another little paper that I made into a side pocket. Martha Stewart Punch added the blue flat pack gems, and then added a little piece of scrap paper that I had from another piece of the paper that I used. And here's another little journaling card, and I'm not sure where that was in my stash, and I thought it fit really well there. And here is 2 more tags. I think this is really pretty paper. This one is from, I can't remember what that is, if that's Country at Heart maybe. And then here is coordinating paper. Here is paper here. This was paper from my stash that I had little scraps of, and I made it into a pocket. And I put the gems and the Martha Stewart Punch. There is the vellum that I printed on. Here's lace, and this can be a pocket here to store paper or things, whatever you choose. And there I've done some inking. Here's another pocket. I believe that is from the Chapter 1 kit, as is this. And I've done a little heat embossed flower, stamped it and heat embossed it, and I've added a little flat back gem in the middle of that flower. And then here is another pocket that I made from that stripe paper that I had in my stash, and here's a flower that I downsized. I believe that's Calico Collage. I added the bow and let it extend over the pocket. There is a heart, and I believe that is Country at Heart. And here's a little library card. And there's more lined paper, another doily, and here's another page, or I believe these were journaling cards from Ephemera's Garden, and they fit perfect on these pages on this size journal, so I thought they went so well in here. There's the middle of the second signature, and these are, I have glued that down, that lace, just mainly for looks, and you can write on it here or add things, whatever of your choice. Here's more Ephemera's Garden, and the other side of the doily, and the lined paper. Here is a flower that was from Calico Collage. I made it into a pocket. And there's another little fussy cut flower that I made for a journaling card. And here is a ticket as a journaling card. And that is also a pocket here. It's full of pockets and cards to write on. And this is another stamp that I have stamped and embossed. Here's another one of my little three-dimensional butterflies, and that is also from G. Kerr. There is a pocket again. I've added stickles to the center of those flowers. Another pocket, more space to write. And here's a little pocket that I've made after I printed the same paper as this, and that is a different kit, and I can't remember the name of it, but I will list it below. And so I printed on regular paper here, and downsized it, of course, and made a pocket, printed the vellum so it just all goes together. I added lace at the top. Here's another little card, journaling, or tag, and another tiny little tag with flowers on it. And here is a Chapter 1 design tag. And then here is another part of it. This, I believe, is the Country at Heart backing paper. I have made a pocket that matches, added lace. There's another journal or tag, and another little tag, and another canning jar with a bird in it. And here are two butterflies. These are the Tim Holtz Thinlit dies that I have used here. I've added little gems there, and I've edged it in. I heat embossed the edges with gold embossing powder. And there is a little bird that goes into that one, and another little journaling card. And it fits right in there. I've made them both pockets. And then here is another little tiny journaling card. And that, I believe, is from Calico Collage collection of her little squares. And here is a little butterfly journaling card in here. Here is a vellum pocket. I had some of that vellum left over, so I made it into a pocket. This is an Ephemera's Garden tag. And here is a Chapter 1 Designs tag. And there's the little butterfly that goes in among the flowers and the tags. And here is another, this is the Crazy 8 punch, or the Mini 8 punch that I've used, and added some flat back gems. There is a jar full of butterflies and another tag. And here is, this is the Liana Craft, the Lily of the Valley kit, and I've added that, made it to a pocket, sized it down. Here is that little peacock that you saw before. There it is in a little journaling card. And I have taken scraps and made this pocket here. And then here is a pocket that I've made out of some of the paper. I added, this is a little tiny journaling card. I made it into a pocket. And here's two tiny, tiny postcards and letters. No, I guess they're letters. And I've made those into journaling cards to stick in that little tiny pocket. And then in the larger pocket, there are a larger journaling card with lines, of course, on the back. And here is a small one. This has a little bird and a bird's nest there. And that brings us to the end of the journal. This also is a calico collage image. I made it into a pocket, added lace. Here is the letter that I add into all of my journals. And it, again, tells everything you can, all kinds of ideas of what to do with a journal. If you're not sure when you get one what to do with it, that has lots of ideas in there. And that concludes this video. I thank you very much for taking time to watch. If you liked it, please put a like on. And if you haven't subscribed already, I encourage you to subscribe and hit the little bell, and it will notify you every time I do a video. I have several more coming up because I'm finished with at least 4 more. So I'm trying to do at least 1 a day, and hopefully I can get 2 in, and these will all be on their way this week or the first of next. Thank you again for watching, and I do hope you'll come back.